to make an opening statement, Coach,
Sure.
about the game, and then we'll open it up to some questions?
Sure. You know, coming up here, we got an unbelievable amount of respect for Coach Cosgrove and the University of Maine. Obviously, you know, I have 3 guys on staff who either played here or worked for Coach Cosgrove. And we know what type of team, what type of environment we were coming into. So we came up here, we thought we had to play our best football that we could possibly play. Our kids responded to the challenge. Responded to the challenge in all 3 phases, especially early on defensively, making some stands in really tough field position. Played physical. I thought played really well in key situations. Offense picked up some steam as we went along, and had put some nice drives together. It helped us, and then obviously at the end of the game, we were able to get a score in and make it a 2-score game, and then really extend the game with a long drive to give Maine a really tough situation at the end of the game. So really proud of the kids, really proud of how they prepared, really proud of how they played. I'm just very happy we get out here with a win.
Questions?
What were the biggest halftime adjustments you made?
There were a couple. I think when we looked at it, we needed to be more consistent in our pass protection, give our quarterbacks a little more time so we can get things through. We had some plays in the first half we felt we could have made, but their pressure got to us before we got guys open. We tried to take some shots that we hadn't hit in the first half that we took in the second half, which really helped us. Defensively, there's really more to say. I mean, we came in here saying that we needed to really control the run game, not allow those backs, which we feel 2 great backs, to get any steam and get any momentum and allow Maine to move the ball. So second half, we made a few adjustments in the blitz game, which we thought a couple patterns we thought would help us out. Then obviously in the pass game, we felt we shored up some protectional things that were hurting us in the first half.
You talked about the play of your receivers and your tight end that made the one-handed catch there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's I was standing right there. It's like an ESPN top 10 play. I mean, obviously I have a very biased opinion, but we talk about straining all the time, and for us, straining is doing that little bit extra on block and finishing blocks, or having more concentration on a catch, or finishing the pass play, or just straining. We call it, it's passion persistence. You gotta have passion persistence to strain. Leo Haney really showed it in that play.
I think that one in the first quarter too with Saragusa looked like a ball that was going to be intercepted, but made a good play on it.
Our receivers, we knew that it was going to be we knew Maine had a very physical secondary, linebacking core, and it wasn't going to be a lot of clean releases. In that catches were going to be contested, and we worked on it all week in practice, and our guys were able to finish plays off where we weren't able to finish them off last week.
Coach, 5 block kicks now in 5 games can't be a coincidence. I mean, how are you guys able to do that?
We spent a lot of time in the offseason. We felt we had a unit that could do it. We saw some flashes of it last year. For us, we feel that when you look at special teams, we feel that when people look at our special teams units, our block unit, that's a direct correlation between how hard you play on defense. And if you're able to play hard on that play and give everything you have on that play, we tell our kids it just shows what type of defensive player you are. So our guys don't take those plays off. Our guys try and block every single kick. And we've been very fortunate that we've had guys make a lot of individual plays and get pressure on the kick.
How big was that for momentum? You went down and your first touchdown went after that block kick. It's like that kind of thing.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, that was a nice drive they put together, and they could have put some points on the board, which would distance themselves a little bit more from us, and for us to be able to get off that edge and get some penetration in the A-gap, block and kick. Those are momentum plays, like a punt return or kick returns, or block punt. Those are huge momentum plays, and we talk about those in our special teams units, where change the momentum of the game or add to the momentum that we already have. That was definitely a big play for us.
I think somebody made mention earlier to Coach Cosgrove about, that had to be extremely frustrating at times where Maine was starting at, it seemed like midfield almost every time they had the ball. Like, how did you guys were able to fight through that?
It was frustrating, and we just couldn't get out of our own end, and we punted well. We didn't want to give, on our punts, we didn't want to give their returner space. So we put the ball out of bounds a few times, and when you do that, you usually don't get the distance you want unless you just have a perfect kick. And our punter did a great job. Brian Holmes did a great job of not giving Maine an opportunity to return punts. So you're right. They had great opportunity, great field position. Our kids play. We really preach playing one play at a time. You know, we call one play warriors, and you know, and not worrying about where you're on the field, and not worrying about the situation. Just play that play incredibly hard, and then get to the next play and play that play incredibly hard. And our defense really personified that today.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.